What's the word on him?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Gerard Dyson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Right fielder, Gerard Dyson.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-11.
This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, who doesn't love watching Manny Machado do his thing? He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Danny Santana will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Santana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight.
End up splitting the series.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a fastball. Oh, strike three called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they've committed more errors than any team in the majors. They just don't look confident when the ball's hit to them. In fact, I'd call them sloppy. They're going to have to do a better job.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, a walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Eric Hosmer is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
A runner on first with 2 away. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So a good first inning there for Ervin Santana. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Jimmy Nelson will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he got into the 6th inning in his last start, but he wasn't really as crisp as he would have liked. Ended up taking the loss. Hopefully he'll be a little better in this one.
Gene Segura comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Gene Segura.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. This Marlin ball club, Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And it's been a back and forth series so far, but they have been able to take 2 of the first 3. So it's going to be up to that man on the mound to see if they can get out of here winning 3 of 4.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Hard hit ball to second. Peraza on the grass. A quick out, number 1. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately. Recorded more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 ball games.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, out there at first base, Eric Hosmer. He won the 2015 Gold Glove Award, but he's not known just for it being a great defensive player. Runs the bases well, swings the bat, just comes out and grinds every single game. We'll see what he does in this one.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases. So now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Here's Albert now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Curtis Granderson makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Curtis Granderson.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Santana's ready. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. Sung is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, Catcher.
And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Luis Carrasco will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Left field and deep. Blackman going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around first, heading for second now. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double.
Well, for a moment there, you're not really sure. Is that ball gone? Is it hot? It's a great effort out there to try to rein this one in, but it does wind up just over his glove and off the wall, and you can see a good recovery to get that ball right back into second base to hold his man to a double.
Elvis Andrus will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Sung is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again, but instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. And Ichiro can't make contact as he falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Steven Sung will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
1-1, here it comes. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hit to short. A barehand play by Andrus. He's out.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Jimmy Paredes will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. On the ground to second base, this could be two. Andrus, the relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Jose Peraza steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the third.
That's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. The managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
Santana comes set. First pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. No one out with a runner at second. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. One out and a runner on second base. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
You know, things are bad enough as it is, but if you keep falling behind guys like this, he could make this a 5-run inning with just one swing.
Look out, 2-0 now.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Here it comes, 2-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Yeah, this one's going to cost them a run as they can only manage the out at first. But at least that makes it 2 outs now, so you can still minimize any damage if you can get the next guy out.
First pitch coming, here it is. Luis Carrasco is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Paredes giving chase, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Reds nothing. Jake Marisnick will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. A reminder that Reds baseball continues all season long here on the show. And there you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days. Everett Cabrera will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Heading out towards shallow right. Dyson on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And that's in there for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Peraza over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Marlins 2. And there indeed is Elvis Andrus. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Santana steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Fastball called for strike 2. hit the other way out toward right field. Dickerson's there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
So with one gone, here's Ichiro. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Paredes moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Jose Peraza strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Dickerson makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So very nice work there by Santana. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-zip. Charlie Blackmon is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And Andrus will take this one in with 2 hands for the first out.
Right fielder number 16.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look at the Reds leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
Striding into the box, Albert Pujols. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, two very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Tap foul at home plate. Runner at first here, one man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike three.
Into the box, Steven Sung, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Reds leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Gerard Dyson will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Santana looks in. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
He's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Dyson off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight. So both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Manny Machado steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to the plate. Tag from Norris, and he is out at the plate.
Bit of a daring move there trying to score. This ball's not hit all that well, but he's able to get to this thing quickly and fire it home to get the runner.
So two men are on with one man out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. In to score is the runner from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead it 3-0. Derek Norris will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Sent out to straightaway center field. Santana is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jimmy Paredes.
Settling in now, Jimmy Paredes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed, where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Peraza has got it, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Still down 3-0. Luis Carrasco will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th.
Carrasco.
On his way to pitch number 75. Smoke toward third. throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Elvis Andrus will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
And quickly, 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the sixth.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that third inning.
Ichiro Suzuki will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch of the at-bat. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cabrera takes it in. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. The Marlins on top, 3-0. Everett Cabrera will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ichiro on the move. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
But this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Gene Segura stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Liner towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jose Peraza stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
I tell you, he has not looked like a .220 hitter to me. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really bury your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Oh, and the decision to try it will backfire there as he's gone on a great throw from right.
This is where I think you need to be content to just move up 90 feet on the base hit. You'll see the right fielder coming on quick. He comes up and delivers a seed to third to get his man trying to take the extra base.
Danny Santana is at the plate as he watches ball one.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
These days in this game we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with one out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. One left for Miami, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce towards the second baseman. Peraza gonna have to hurry, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman,
Albert Pujols stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Hit hard, but Andrus is right there to take it at short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Steven Sung will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. High pop-up. Peraza is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Leading off the inning, Eric Hosmer, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Derek Norris will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, and he's retired here 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jake Marisnick will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in and you jump all over it.
First things first, here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back. In now, Everett Cabrera. Off is Marisnick. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, they finally strike for their first run here with 2 outs in the 8th, as their bats have almost completely been shut down to this point.
Gene Segura will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Cabrera running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That is impressive speed right there when you can still steal a base on a slide step. Wow, that was nice.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Santana sprinting after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please. Now
so a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Wilson.
Charlie Blackmon steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And that's where speed can definitely change a ball game. He's able to get into second here with 2 away, so now it might just take a single to score that tying run.
Trying to hold the lead to the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
So striding in, Corey Dickerson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Looking to minimize the damage here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow! One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Ichiro Suzuki, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And Ichiro can't make contact as he falls behind 0-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. Norris scoops it up, throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Number 9, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Jose Peraza digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping, he wants 3. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
The right fielder, number 2, Jared Dyson.
Here's Jared Dyson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 1 out and a runner on third. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and 1 out. That's just basic execution that's lacking right there.
Fernando Rodney will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Fernando Rodney.
So coming to the plate, Danny Santana. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Segura has it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one, but they still lead it 3-2. Houston Street is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 16, Houston Street.
Albert Pujols will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Out in front of it, strike one. Street gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Machado moving to his right. Throw to first gets him, so a good start here for Street, one away.
With him in there trying to preserve a one-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach things. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
Steven Sung will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Mookie Betts will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Mookie Betts.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Derek Norris comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Here it comes on 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Quick check on that tying run at first, but the runner's back easily. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jimmy Paredes. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Nick Castellanos will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Pitch out, nothing doing. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Drilled to the left side. Andrus gets down and dirty. Safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. And we all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way there.
So digging in now, Jake Marisnick. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th.
26 outs, and it comes down to this. If he gets one into the gap, you can bet that trail runner will be on his horse trying to end it.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Scorched to third. Oh, look at Machado. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-2. Good night from
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Jose Peraza grabbed 3 base knocks, helping lead the Marlins to a win over Cincinnati, 3-2. As of today, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central, only a game and a half back. The Marlins are in third place in the NL East, 5.5 back. The Brewers finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, 5-1. Right now, the Cubs sit in last place in the National League Central Division, 12 games behind first place. The Brewers are atop the division. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second. The Nationals total 11 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. At the moment, the Braves sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Nationals are atop the division, 3.5 games ahead of second. Tommy Hunter got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Phillies defeated the Dodgers 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, 11 games out of first. The Dodgers sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, they're 3.5 games back. Jose Bautista drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 12-5. He currently has the highest on-base percentage in the National League. Heading into today, the Padres are in 4th place in the NL West, 10 games out of first. The Diamondbacks are 3rd in the division. They trail first by 4 games. Coco Crisp had 3 hits in the contest as the Giants beat the Mets 3-2. Right now, the Giants are in 1st place in the NL West, 3.5 games ahead of second. The Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. The O's launched 3 home runs as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros, 7-6. The win was their 6th in a row. At the moment, the Orioles sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, 11.5 games out of first. The Astros sit in last place in the American League West Division, 12 games behind first place. The Cleveland Indians pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 3-0. As of today, the Indians sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, 4.5 games back. The White Sox are 4th in the division. They trail by 8.5 games. Edison Volquez picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Tigers to the win over the Red Sox, 2-1. Heading into today, the Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Red Sox are in last place in the AL East, 14.5 out of first. The Twins put together 10 hits total as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium, 5-3. They now have 5 straight wins. Right now, the Royals are atop the AL Central. They have a 4.5 game cushion. The Twins are at the bottom of the division, 11.5 games out of first. The Angels had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 3-1. Looking at the standings, the Angels are in 1st place in the AL West. They have a small half-game advantage. The Mariners are 4th in the division, 9.5 games behind first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.